Mr. KY and Todd. All right, you guys are up. So this is another episode of the paddle machine and taking a look at the top hand drive and what the path of the top hand takes. So I wanted to show a comparison between Kawai and Todd here. So going through, actually what we'll do is we'll do a play just to see what it looks like in real time. So you guys can kind of see it. Taking a look to see what you look like. Hopefully you like what you look, or you like what you see here. Play one at a time so it goes through. There you go. Okay, so looks good, Kawai. Then Todd, let's take a look at you. Okay, first stroke. Looks like everyone's having a little difficulty with that first stroke, but that's kind of like how it is. That's how it should be in a canoe, honestly. That first stroke should be hard. It should not be easy. So we have to just kind of align ourselves, kind of like lifting weights. You know, it's like, okay, if you're able to lift 10 pounds of weight, you know, on a bench press, and then you go and try to lift 250 pounds of weight on a bench press, like your technique is going to be significantly different because you're going to use everything you possibly can with that 250 pounds versus with like a 10 pound or just the bar. So we want to make sure that even if we're trying to push that 250 pounds through the water, it should just be the same stroke and the same technique that we use to pull, you know, just like in a regular, like as the canoe is moving. Yes, it's going to be harder, so we should slow down the stroke a bit. So we'll take a look at your guys' two strokes here, frame by frame. So taking a look, so these are both of your first strokes, and as you can see, your top hands, once you get down, your top hand stops driving, right? You hit that lull period. So we want to make sure that we're still driving down that top hand, because take a look at your second strokes, okay? Second stroke. What happens is that boom, now you guys are both driving that top arm down. Okay, see the difference in path. So Kawai, your first path, your first stroke was over here. Your second stroke is all the way out here, which is good. Same with you, Todd. First stroke was here, and now your second stroke is further out. So just taking notice of that, making sure that we're all aware that our paddling is slightly different here. So Kawai, I think actually your third stroke is a little different too. So your third stroke goes down even further, which is good. So that right there, that looks like you have the most power in that stroke right there. Look how much power, how much torque you have in your body when you're driving that top arm down. And then that was the third stroke. Taking a look at the fourth stroke as well, same thing, okay? See that? See the difference? So taking it back to the first one, see that top arm kind of dying out, using everything you got, really, really heavy weight. So technique kind of goes out the window. And then second stroke, slightly better. Second stroke, pushing a little bit harder. Okay, and then third stroke is boom, that's normalized. So what we want to try to do is get that normalized stroke from the beginning. And so it's okay that we're not pulling that canoe super, super fast from the beginning, from that very first stroke. So these are your normal strokes. So try to take a look at that on your first strokes, when you're taking your first strokes in the canoe, both in the paddle machine and in a canoe. If your first stroke looks like that, we're not using all of the power that we possibly can. So we want to make sure that we're all doing that there. So it's a good example here, Kawai. So thank you. This is good. So once we go in and shoot this one, bam, third stroke, that is more of a normalized top arm. Fourth stroke, normalized top arm. And then from here on out, you're pretty much consistent. So taking a look, driving that top arm down, very consistent, okay? So Todd, taking a look at you. So that first stroke, just like how we're talking with Kawai, first stroke, you're not driving that top arm down. You got that little hesitation there. Should be able to drive the same on every single stroke. So second stroke, that is a good one. Got really good twist there. Third stroke, take a look. Boom, good twist. Solid. Hit the ground a little bit, that's okay. Last one, fourth. Boom. Yeah, not bad, man. So that's pretty good. So Todd, you got really good twist. Very, very impressive here. So I'm actually, only thing that I would do here, so actually that's good, we'll point this out here. So your head, as soon as you're buried here, your head starts to come up. Perfect, okay? That's where a lot of power, a lot of the stroke length comes up. You could sit up even more, okay? So that was one thing that I'd probably want you to work on, is keep sitting up a little bit more. So at the very end of the stroke, you should be back about right over here. Your head should be back right about this mirror. So that's one thing that we could do. See right there. See, now your head's up. So you waited all the way until the very end to sit up. So that will help you lengthen out that stroke. Boom, right there. So your head here, this head position here, is where you should be right here. So sitting up and then getting all the way up to here. That's where you want to be. See my little circle. Yeah, so like that. Okay, so that's one thing. Good drag on the legs. Yeah, so right towards the end you can see that leg drive right there. Okay, that's good. So good on you there. Top shoulder, let's check the top shoulder. Good cock back, good drop on that bottom shoulder. Super, super solid stroke. Good press on it. Last thing that we need to do is get you sitting up. Oh, there you go. See, look at that. That one right there. That was a good one. Okay, so you sat up all the way on that last one. Try it again. Driving down. And then, oh yeah, there you go. See, sitting up. But you want to try to get it a little sooner. So sit up, 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 up. And then here's where you want to be at your highest. So a little late on the sit up because now you're sitting up, your stroke is done. So right here, now you're still sitting up while you're recovering. So you want to have the highest point at the very end of the stroke. But overall solid. Yeah, that's it.